the blizzard of '96, right? And I was in high school. I had a girlfriend at the time. Her name was Daia. I know, Daia. And she was my high school sweetheart. And I had a scheme to get snowed in with Daia, right? So I got her dropped off to my house, or, I was staying with my mom, of course, and I got her dropped off, so we're chilling, and my mother comes home from work, and she's like, hey, a really big snowstorm is coming. I'm like, snowstorm? What? That's crazy. And so, we're relaxing. And my mother, she was really liberal about, me having company. That was all good, but spending the night was out of the question. I'm Haitian, my family's Haitian, old-fashioned that way. And so she's like, listen, before the snow gets too bad, we should really get Daia home. And at the time, my mother's boyfriend, a guy named Albert, was living with us. I hated Albert. He was around when I was younger, when I was a little kid. He used to make us call him daddy. You wasn't my damn daddy. He used to make us drink cod liver oil. Yeah, I know, right? He was allowed to spank us if we were out of line. I hated that guy. But he had come into the room and was like, hey, listen, at this point, we might as well let her stay. And so I'm like, all is forgiven. So the stage was set. Daia was staying over. My girlfriend was sleeping over, and we were going to have sex, right? That's what we were going to do. And so it's getting late. And the house is pretty much, all asleep. And so it was time for me and Daia to have sexy time. So, but the bed was too loud, and the apartment was small. Rooms were too close, the bed was too loud, and so we took it to the floor. You know what I mean? We took it down to the floor. And so we're about to, we're getting it on. Now, here's the thing. My room was really small, and in my room there was a dresser. But because it was so small, I also had a bookshelf, and I actually put the bookshelf on top of the dresser to save space. But I just sat it up there. There was no screwing, no anchoring. It was just on top of the dresser, who cares? Now, everyone who knew about this furniture situation knew to be careful around the dresser because it could easily fall. But for people who didn't know, for example, Daia, they wouldn't know to be careful around said dresser. So we're getting it on. I mean, we're going to town. It is business time. And inch by inch, stroke by stroke, the bookshelf starts to shimmy off of the dresser until it comes crashing down on me and Daia. I'm talking boom, everything's all over the place. It's loud as hell. Not only did it wake up the whole house, but it probably woke up the whole building. And I'm like, oh shit. So I managed to kind of pull myself out from underneath of the bookshelf, and then I hear my mother's door swing open. Now I got a choice to make. I can either help Daia get from under the bookshelf, or I can jump into the bed and pretend like I was asleep the whole time. Now, before I tell y'all what I decided to do, I need you to understand I had a really close relationship with my mother. She thought the world of me. I was on honor roll. I had like attendance certificates and shit. So as I pulled the blankets over top of me, I looked down at Daia, and she was just looking up at me in utter disbelief, like, oh my God, you left me in a lurch. So the door comes swinging open. My mother and Albert come running in. What the hell happened? And I lift up like, what the hell happened? And Daia's like, the bookshelf fell on me, da-da-da-da-da. So we get the dresser, the bookshelf off of her and everything, and I could tell my mother is about to just go off. But that's when Albert goes, hey, you know what? It's really, really late. Let's all just go back to sleep. And I'm like, thanks, Daddy. Thank you. And so they leave, and me and Daia have the biggest whisper argument in the history. She's like, I can't believe you left me like that. I'm like, I'm sorry, there was no time. And she's like, that was so selfish. You know how embarrassed I am? And I'm like, you don't know what it's like living here. It's a prison. And she's like, you know what? We're never having sex again. I'm like, babe, I'm sorry. She's like, no, that was selfish. I'm like, you know what? She don't even like you like that anyway. She loves me. She loves me. I have to live here and she loves me. So we argue. And you know what? Don't feel too bad for Daia in that embarrassing moment because later that school year, she actually cheated on me. That's right. No, it's okay. She cheated on me with a buddy of mine, football teammate. That stuck with me for a while. But I learned a big lesson, okay? And this is an important lesson. Everyone pay attention here. If you ever stack furniture, make sure you anchor that shit to the wall. Thank you.